Jai Bharat to all students. In last lecture, we have discussed about Gauss elimination method and Gauss Jordan method to solve the linear equation. Okay, with the help of Gauss elimination and Gauss Jordan. Okay. In now lecture, we will discuss about how to find inverse of matrix. Okay. In last semester we already discussed about how to solve inverse of matrix of 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, inverse of matrix of 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, in now this semester, or let's say this lecture, we will discuss about how to solve 3 by 3 matrix of inverse of matrix of 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, inverse of matrix of 3 by 3. Okay, so first of all, let's start with some basic introduction of how to solve 2 by 2 matrix. Then we will solve the 3 by 3 matrix inverse of 3 by 3. There are two methods to solve 3 by 3 matrix. One is we already talked about in last lecture, like Gauss elimination and Gauss Jordan. Okay, and second method is determinant method, a cofactor and minor. Okay, so in today's lecture we talk about the Gauss elimination to solve inverse of matrix, and then in next lecture we will discuss about determinant method to solve to find out inverse of matrix. Okay, so we all know what is the identity matrix. Okay, what is identity matrix? If I2 2 by 2 matrix, then it will say 1 0 0 1. All diagonal element are all is equal to 1, and other than diagonal element are 0, and I3 is 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Okay, so on, continue. I4 I4, this is the identity matrix. Okay, so if we not talk about like a matrix only regular number, then we also know that if 8 with multiply with its inverse like 1.8, so what we will get? 1. Okay, one value and its inverse. If we multiply these two, then we always get 1, like 5 into 1/5. Okay, so this same concept also applied in matrix, but here in matrix, if one matrix has A and its inverse is a inverse A inverse. Okay, if we multiply with this, so this is the what is the multiplication of matrix. So if we multiply matrix, so what we will get? One types of matrix we will get, not number. But here if we multiply with this its inverse, then we will get as a identity matrix. What is like I2 or I3 based upon what is the A. It is if 2 by 2, then we will get I2. If it is a 3 by 3 matrix, then we will get I3. Okay, so here you can see that if A into A inverse or A inverse into A, we will get as a I identity matrix. Okay, so this is the basic of inverse of matrix. Okay, so in Gauss elimination we apply this same concept in Gauss elimination method. Okay, okay, and all know that non-square matrix do not possess inverse. Only square matrix has a inverse. Okay, so only square, or you also know that the identity matrix is also square matrix. Okay, so those who have square matrix, only we can these types of matrix we can find out about inverse of matrix, not like a 2 by 3 matrix or 3 by 2 matrix. Okay, so this is the basic. So let's say first of all we get quick revision of how to find out inverse of matrix in 2 by 2 then we will discuss about 3 by 2 matrix. Okay, we already discussed about this in last semester, how to find 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, yes, simple. If we want to find out about inverse of matrix, then it's 1 upon determinant and it's adjoint. What is adjoint? We will change the diagonal element, swap the diagonal element, and other than diagonal we will change its sign. If it's plus, then it is become negative. If it's negative, then it will become positive. Okay, so this equation we can find out about the inverse of matrix of 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, but in 3 by 3 some complicated are there in 3 by 3 matrix method. Okay, so this is the 2 by 2 inverse of matrix in 3 by 2 matrix already. Okay, so now let's start with the 3 by 3 matrix, inverse of 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, we already discussed about in Gaussian elimination, like a linear equation. We will change this linear equation into like this, ax into b. Okay, we already know about we will first of all in question they will give our linear equation, then we will transfer this linear equation into this matrix form, then we apply row operation. Okay, so first of all we will transfer this matrix into these types of forms. Okay, so then like say we did some operation like r1, r2 and r3. Okay, and we will get the matrix in upper triangle form, Gaussian elimination. Okay, so like we say r1, r2 and r3 did operation on matrix A, so that B will also be changed. Okay, some we apply both side row operation, B will also be changed. Okay, r1, r2 and r3. Now let's say if we will multiply with both sides with A inverse. Okay, this r1, r2, r2, A into A inverse is equal to B into A inverse. Okay, so what we will get? A into A inverse is equal to, we will get I is equal to B into A inverse. Okay, so now here you can see that we will transfer this A matrix into what form? Identity matrix. Okay, like a Gauss-Jordan method. Okay, so A matrix, we apply some row operation, we will transfer this into matrix into identity form, like a 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 identity. So if we apply same operation like r1, r2, r3, same operation in identity matrix, already same operation identity matrix, then this matrix will reduce in its inverse. Okay, so for matrix we apply some row operation, so same row operation we apply if in identity matrix, then it will get our A inverse, like this operation, A into A inverse is equal to I. So if we apply same operation and convert this A into I, then if we want to transfer identity matrix into A inverse, then we also apply same operation. Okay, so here this concept will be used in Gauss elimination method to find out about the inverse of matrix in 3 by 3. Let's start with some basic example, then you can get a better idea about how concept is used. Okay, so first of all, you all know how to done Gauss elimination. In last 4 lecture we talk about the Gauss elimination, Gauss-Jordan method. So you all familiar with the row operation, how to transfer this row operation, like we interchange two row, multiplying a row by constant factor. Okay, adding a multiple of row of one another, like r2 plus 3r1. Okay, also this is the row operation in Gauss elimination. we already discussed about and did some method example, lots of example, okay, and also in assignment. Okay, so this is the row operation. Okay, now here, as I said, if a sequence of row operation applied to a square matrix A reduced to identity matrix, like we already said, in A matrix we will transfer this in identity matrix. If same operation, same size identity matrix, same operation, same sequence, like first we add R1 into R2, then multiply with R2, then add R3, same sequence we applied in identity matrix, then it will reduce in inverse of A. Okay, now if it some notes are there, if it's impossible to reduce A into identity matrix, then A inverse does not exist. Like in 2 by 2 matrix, we already see that if a determinant of matrix is equal to 0, then this 1 upon, we will get 1 upon 0, so this is not possible. So if any matrix determinant is equal to 0, then inverse is not possible of these types of matrix. Okay, so here also if we impossible to reduce A into identity matrix, then its A inverse does not exist. Okay. Okay, so let's start. First of all, let's start with the example, then you can get better at it. So suppose this is the A matrix and we want to find out inverse of this matrix. Okay, so first of all, let's start with first place A and I adjacent to each other. Okay, why? Because we, as I said, we want to transfer this matrix into identity matrix, like same R1, R2, same operation, and this same operation, same sequence, we want to also identify in identity matrix, and then it will transfer it into A inverse. So if we put up in line like A will transfer in identity matrix, same identity matrix will transfer into A inverse. Okay, so we will make adjoint matrix. Okay, you already know adjoint matrix, augmented matrix. Okay, what is augmented matrix? Like Ax is equal to B, then we will make A matrix and here B. Okay, this is augmented matrix. So we will also make an I augmented matrix. Okay, this is A and this is I. So what will I do? Now this is augmented matrix. Then what is the first step in Gaussian elimination? We will transfer this in upper triangle matrix. Okay, we will transfer this in upper triangle with the help of row operation. So we will produce the changing column F and reduce this upper triangle matrix. Okay, so now let's start with the upper triangle matrix. Okay, so now we already know how to change upper triangle matrix. Okay, so first of all we will make this as a 0, first column. Okay, then how do we make it? R2 minus R1, we add R2 minus first row, so we will get 0 1 0. Now in Gaussian elimination, what we'll do here, B matrix also we apply row operation, so here also you have to apply these types of row operation in identity matrix also. So R2 minus I1, we will, what will get? Minus 1, sorry, 0 minus 1, here 0 minus 1, and here 1 minus 0, so minus 1 minus 0. Okay, so first operation apply in both the matrix. Okay, now if we want to make this as a 0, then if we multiply this row by 2 and then subtract with this row R3 minus 2 R1, so we will get as a 0. So here 0 1 1, 7 minus 6, 7 minus 6. Also we apply this operation in second identity matrix also, so we will get minus 2, 0, 1. All other row will become same. So okay. So here you can see that our in upper triangle matrix only is we want to transfer this 1 into 0. So how do we transfer? If we subtract second row with the third row, okay, so r3 minus r2, so we will get 0, 1 1 here same. Also we apply this row operation in this second matrix also, minus 1 minus 1 1. So okay, so what now here we done upper triangle matrix, transfer this upper triangle matrix, okay. As now second phase, but as I said earlier, we want to transfer this matrix in identity matrix, okay. This is the upper triangle, so now we will transfer this matrix into identity matrix. So this value will want to transfer them into 0. So how do we transfer this two value in 0? First of all, if we multiply third row with the 3 and add in first row, so we will get r1 minus r3, so that we will get 0, this will become 0. Why? Because let's say 1 minus 0, 3 minus 0 and 3 minus 3, okay, r1 minus 3r, so this will 1 will become 0. Also this operation we will apply in second matrix also, okay. Now only this value will have remain, so this we want to transfer them into 0, okay. So how do we transfer? If we r1 minus 3r2, okay, why we take r2 as a row? Because you can see that here is a value of 1, so if we multiply with this 3 and then subtract with first row, then we will get 0, okay. So r1 minus 3r2, so you can see that we will we have transferred A matrix into identity matrix. If same operation apply in identity matrix, then this will become A inverse. So we have the answer of matrix inverse of matrix A, okay. You get the idea? So how do we? So first of all, this is A matrix, and we with some row operation we will transfer them is identity. If same operation, same sequence applied in identity matrix, then it will reduce in its inverse of matrix. Why? Because A into A inverse is equal to I, and A inverse into A is equal to also I. So this is the first as a matrix, and this is identity matrix. If same operation apply in this second matrix also, this transfer will make identity matrix, and this identity matrix will transfer into A inverse. So this is the inverse of matrix. Also we want if we want to verify if it's true or not, so then multiply with this on matrix and we will get as a identity matrix, okay. So that you can also be multiply, verify, okay. So this is not different from Cauchy elimination and Gauss Jordan, but here there are no linear equation, or there are no transfer this into Ax is equal to B form, but same operation like linear equation solve Cauchy elimination, but we will here augmenting matrix we have I. A I. Okay, so this is not much different than Gauss elimination and Gauss sorting. It is the same, row operation will be same, but we will transfer this identity matrix into A inverse. Same operation we have to apply in identity matrix, so we will get its inverse. Okay, so let's start with the second example so you can get better idea. Here A is equal to this matrix and I is equal to this. So with the help of Gauss elimination, obtain A inverse. Now you can see that here we have 0. So if we want to transfer this matrix into identity matrix, we want as a 1. So what we will do first, we will swap the row like partial pivoting. You can say that. Okay. So here 0 is less than 2. So we will not apply row operation. Okay. So what we will get, we will transfer second row and first row. Okay, we can do that. Okay, so let's start with the first. Here first and augmented R1. So we will transfer R1 and R2. So also we will transfer this in identity matrix. We have to apply same operation, same sequence in identity matrix. Then we will get as a inverse. So if we apply swap the row, then also we have to change the or swap the row in identity matrix. Okay, so you can see that in here also we swap the second and first row. Okay, second row and first row. Okay, now what is the first step? We will transfer this in upper triangle. So upper triangle matrix, we want to change these two value into 0. So okay, so first of all, okay, here you can see that this is the 2. Okay, so let's say how do we transfer this -1 into 0. So if we R3 plus what we will do, R1 but 1 by 2. So this will become 2 into 1 by 2 means 1, and -1 plus 1 is equal to 0. So we will apply the operation row 3 plus 1 by 2 R1. Okay, so first here this will become 0. Then R2 plus 1 by 2 3. So this will become 7 by 2. Why? 2 plus 3 by 2. 2 into 2 4 plus 3 upon 2. So this will become 7 by 2. And also this will become 1 by 2. 1 plus -1 by 2. So this will become 1 by 2. Also this operation we apply this in identity matrix also. So this will become 0 1 by 2 1. This is a mathematical calculation. Okay, addition and subtraction. Okay, so now we have 0 0 7 by 2. Okay, now what is this? Now we will transfer this value into 0. So how do we transfer? If row 3 minus, if we apply this with the second row R2, here you can see that 1. If we multiply this with the 7 by 2 and subtract with this second and third row, so what we will get? We will get 0. In short, you have to transfer in upper triangle matrix. How do you which method you use, which operation you use? First of all, here you can see that in this example we will transfer this matrix into first of all this 0. Okay, also if you can transfer this 2 into, also first of all you can transfer this 2 into 1. Okay, because why? Because we want to transfer this into identity. So here you can also first you can transfer this into 1, then apply this operation. Also you can apply this first operation and then transfer this 2 value into 1. Okay, so you can first operation second, or second first, second operation and first, it's not important. But what is important, we want to transfer this into upper triangle and then after that into identity matrix. Okay, so this will operation will apply 7 by 2 and we will get upper triangle matrix. Okay, so upper triangle matrix. Now okay, for identity matrix, these 3 also will we have to transfer this into 0. So first of all, how do we get as a 0? If we multiply R1 minus 1 by 3 R3, row 3 divided by 3 and addition in R1 and addition in R2. Okay, so we will get these 2 value as a 0. Also this operation we have to apply in second matrix. Okay, so this will we will get as a 0. Now we want to transfer this element into 0. So how do we done 0? If we multiply with this second row with 3 and addition with in first row, so then we will get as a 0. So R1 minus 3 R2, so we will get as a 0. Here you can see that we have only diagonal value, but this diagonal element we want to transfer this in identity matrix. So how do we identify? If this will become easy if we multiply all operation with the divided by 2 and this third row, whole row divided by 3, so we will get as a identity matrix. Also this operation we have to apply this in second matrix and this will get as a inverse. Okay, if we common 1 by 6, then we will get 5 minus 1. This is the inverse of matrix. Okay, so with the help of quotient elimination in 3 by 3 matrix, we have calculate or find inverse of matrix. We will transfer a matrix into identity matrix, and same operation if we apply in identity matrix, then we will get as a inverse of matrix. Okay, so this is the inverse of matrix with the help of quotient elimination. Okay, now your assignment. Okay, you have to solve this matrix into find out about inverse of this matrix with the help of quotient, Jordan or Gaussian elimination method. Okay, we have to upload whole method, whole calculation, not only answer, whole calculation, and merge in PDF, then upload. Okay, if you upload only answer, then I will reject this assignment and put option in application. Okay, in today's lecture you will get absent. So you have to done all the method and get the answer. So in now next lecture we solve inverse of matrix using determinant method, second method. Okay, now here your lecture is completed.